Hey guys, came for 15, joined by my co-host Red Wolf. We are back with another The Dawn episode review for you guys as we are slowly catching up.
Slowly but surely. Yeah. We were supposed to do the review yesterday, but
We're
as
supposed to
things
do this
happen,
review really last week.
yes.
But
Yes.
hey, as long as we get them out, we're good. So to the,
Yeah.
episode 4, Turbo Granny versus Okaroon and Momo.
hmm
Pretty crazy with the
Or,
visuals they
or,
were.
or how we love to call it, beating Turbo Granny's ass.
Yes, beating Turbo Granny's ass because Turbo Granny is not Turbo Granny.
Hmm?
I know, it makes no
I
damn
was
sense.
like, huh? I had to interrupt you by going, huh?
This episode was crazy. I still remember watching this episode and the visuals this episode first gave. I was like, the fuck is going on? If this is I'm like, this is just the start of what I'm seeing. I'm like, what the hell is gonna happen for the future of this show?
I guess it's as good as mine, but oh my god. This
But then again,
I'm
we
not-
did see the newest last episode, and that shit was crazy. But we'll get to that when the episode comes.
Like I said in previous videos, this show is like weird, but it's a good kind of weird. Like you just cannot get enough of it.
Yeah, yeah. So, Momo and Okaroon, they go back to the tunnel where Turbo Granny resides at to take on Turbo Granny. So they go in there, and they're basically cornered by like two faces of Turbo Granny, and I'm like, the fuck. Now I watch this, I'm like, this reminds me somehow of one of the Chainsaw Man episodes. It was like it reminded me of that part when they went in that hotel room, but the hotel was
Ye-
like a full demon.
yes, I see what you mean. It took me a moment to realize the comparison.
Again, I don't know what came first, Chainsaw Man or this. Either or.
Chainsaw Man, obviously.
Well, I don't know. Chainsaw Man is one of the more newer shonens.
It literally came out like some like in the past years or something. So
I'm talking about the manga.
oh the month. Well, we're talking about the hotel thing, so
Well, I'm just talking about the manga. The manga. So I don't know what came first to see which adapted, I guess, got ideas from whatever, but whatever. Anyways, it looks like Turbo Granny's going to attack them both. But then Momo's like, remembers, oh, wait, I got to get her back into a corner. And that's when she remembered her grandmother, Seiko, ended up saying, you got to challenge Turbo Granny to a race. That's the one thing that will stop her from doing something. So Mom was like, we came here to challenge you to a race. Turbo Granny goes back into her regular form and is like, a race? What do you think you can do? You can beat me? And then obviously Mom was like, yeah, of course we can. Now you're going to sit here and you're going to count for 10 minutes.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. You stay here, and when the 10 seconds are up, that's when you can come after us.
That's 10 minutes of your life, my friend.
When I tell you, this granny can't count for shit.
I feel like she can. She's just trolling them.
Because at one point, she was legitimately saying, like, 2 minutes? 5 minutes? I'm like, this bitch is counting.
40 minutes.
I'm like, oh, we're gonna do that trope where you just ain't counting just to count. You just like, fuck these kids. I'm gonna kill them. So it was funny. Now they start running away, but she's so damn fast. She catches up to them and she absorbs Momo, right? And Okamon's like, Momo, no! And then Turbo Granny comes up from behind him and is like, well, she's captured now. Now it's time for your turn.
And then she starts doing the bullcrap counting also.
And then Okaman makes the point where she's like, are you even counting correctly? She's like, 10 seconds is 10 seconds.
Yeah, she's like, I almost only heard that you count to 10, not how to count to 10.
When I heard her say that, I'm like, Ain't no way you're trying to do some cheating loophole like that. Ain't no way. I'm like, that's playing hide and go seek, and it's you're like the kid is on the plane like, well, you said count to 10, but you didn't exactly say how I can count to 10.
Hmm.
If that ain't some cheating bullshit right there, I don't know what that is. Anyways, how does Momo get free?
Well, well. First, let's talk about how Okaron reacts to about to be eaten, and all of a sudden he jumps in at Turbo Granny, and
Oh yes. Go ahead.
Okaron jumps in at Turbo Granny and hmm, bite bites Turbo Granny's tits. Uh, Could I have worded it better, or
No, you worded it correctly.
to make it, not so demonic?
This person, Okaroon is a crazy MFer. He's a crazy MFer.
But then again, he was desperate to stay alive.
I guess if you're going up against a crazy lady and you're desperate to stay alive, I guess that's the equivalent of kicking a dude in the balls, I'm guessing.
Yeah. And then as soon after Turbo Granny like, you mother, then she takes over Okaron, and then is about to kill Momo, but then she feels herself getting tightening, and that's when we find out that Momo is actually grabbing hold of her soul. So
Yep. Because at first, when they first entered, she couldn't see like his soul or Okaroon's soul, and that's because Turbo Granny apparently said she gave him back his dong back.
hmm
But they end up capturing it. She's like in the form of a snake, but then all of a sudden, shit gets even crazy because then this gigantic ass demonic crab shows out of nowhere, and it's like the spirit or whatever, and basically the rest of the episode is them running away from this gigantic ass crab.
Yes, but not after the banger of an opening.
Yes, no. You sing to the song in the car, and you probably dance like Momo at that one part of the song.
That or Okaron in the background.
Again, that dance that Momo does at that part of the opening makes me still feel some sort of way.
I think we all do feel. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways, so that's happening. They're running away. Okaroon, they also call out his form like All Out or whatever. That's his form name. So he goes all out, and again, he doing crazy shit. Like this man can jump like far distances. He can actually fall far and still take a brunt of the attack without getting too badly hurt, I guess you can say.
He also, although he did make a mention, I can't make the corner, babe.
Oh yeah, that's it. That part was funny talking about, and he literally calls her because this is like nonchalant, like I don't give a crap, Okaroon, when he goes in this state, and he's like, "What? I can't turn, babe," and she's like, "Who you calling, babe?" I'm like,
You,
"You can't
I can't.
actually like."
I can't make the turn. You're too heavy.
Yeah, technically speaking, they're kind of like a couple already.
They might as well be a couple.
They might as well be a couple, and we know the future episodes. They kind of insinuate that they may like each other more than just people, or they know each other.
I swear, if those two don't end up officially together by the end of this series, I'm gonna rant.
Well, clearly, from when we read the description of the show, it's gonna be like this freaking sci-fi shit. And apparently they're gonna slowly but surely fall for each other.
They better.
So, it's got a little bit of romance, but we'll get to that episode when we get to that episode. But that was funny. So even though they jump far distance away, the damn crab catches up with them instantly.
Yeah, like, we can catch a break. Oh no, we can't.
Yeah. So they start running. Now, they can only see the crab chasing them. Other people just thinking like, oh, that's so adorable. It's a guy and a girl, on his back. I'm just like, these people can't see what's going on.
Yeah, they can't see the giant crab because it's a spirit.
Yeah. Now, I don't think they take damage if they can't see it, unless it's like one of those things where it's invisible. They still could get hurt from it.
Hmm.
Because we see later in this chase scene, they go through like this like building where the hot springs is at, and the crab breaks through, and somebody makes it like, "Oh, is a bomb explosion happening? Are we being bombed?"
I feel like there were some injuries there. We just didn't.
Just
Obviously,
didn't
it's not
see it.
shown.
So basically, they created irreparable damage to the building.
Mm-hmm.
So innocent people probably got hurt, and they're probably either hurt or they dead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, damn.
Unless there was nobody there, but.
So they do the whole thing of trying to burn the demon crab in boiling water, because if you burn crab in boiling water, well, that's it. They're dead, essentially, because you're cooking them alive.
Now I'm in the mood for crab.
Yeah, no. I don't eat seafood. Sorry. But it looks like they defeated the crab, so they end up getting out. But then they are chased by these people that were possessed by spirits from the cemetery area.
Yeah, yeah. Turbo Granny makes a mention. This is my turf, remember? So, and we will never let you go.
Yes, so they start running. At some point, Momo trips over herself. Okarun goes to try to pick her up. Then goes back to the all-out form again to get farther and run away. Eventually, they get farther enough, but still they get caught up with. And, Okarun also has a point where he goes all out again, but he's reached his limit. And it's like he's in a state where he can't even move realistically, because he says like, my body feels like it's breaking apart. Also, too, Turbo Granny escapes the clutches, because Momo throughout this whole entire thing was holding on to Turbo Granny, keeping her in this snake form. But then when Turbo Granny is like, well, first when she shows up, she kicks the shit out of frickin' Momo.
Mm-hmm. And
Okarun. It was Okarun, correct?
Yeah, first it was Okarun. Momo tried to defend herself, but still got kicked back anyways. So
I'm like, damn, she's showing these kids no mercy. But then again, she was on that F them kids type of thing.
I think she learned too much from you, Cameron.
You mean, no, she learned too much from Michael Jordan, because that's what he said. F them kids.
Or more like Michael Jordan learned too much from Turbo Granny because she's old.
So Turbo Granny is like, well, you're not gonna escape now. Are you ready to die, essentially, right? And she actually full bodies herself onto the crab, and it looks like all hope is lost, but Momo's like, you see, this is where I got you. I told you we'd outrun your ass. She grabs upon the train that's running, and she says like the train's going super fast, so and Turbo Granny only runs at this amount of miles per hour, and it's like, okay, you're gonna catch up. You're not gonna be able to catch up. Also, too, just to make a mention, Turbo Granny calls Momo a little bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I was just when I first was watching this episode, and she said that, I was like, damn! I'm like, we using that type of language in this show? Because she was like, no, what are you gonna do? You can't escape, you little bitch. I'm like, oh my god. Listen, Turbo Granny was pissed off this episode. They pissed her off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was dropping the expletives. Like, crazy expletives. I'm just like, holy crap, man. I'm like, that's crazy using this language. And then as she's chasing them while they're on the train, she's like, I'm gonna get your little asses. I'm like, I'm like, do not piss Turbo Granny off that crazy. She really trying to kill motherfuckers.
Oh, the wait for that.
But see, that's when they managed to trap her and get her trapped. And essentially, when it looks like Turbo Granny's, catching up, Momo just makes a mention. She's like, "Well, you see, we're almost on the outside, and we were already prepared. We basically set you up from the start." She's like, "God damn it!"
Yes, yeah, that's why Momo's grandmother was waiting for them on the other side. Like, yep.
Yep. So Turbo Granny ends up being defeated, but through the defeat, Momo sees a bunch of girls.
Yeah, that's that reveals like a quite like an intense truth. So
Yeah. They catch up with Granny Seiko. What is the crazy truth that Seiko tells them?
that apparently those were girls that were like tortured and like killed, tortured, all that terrible stuff that happened. And
Like she said, like they got cut up,
they got cut up, yeah.
like and carved in like pieces, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, those girls did not want to be evil spirits, but life happened and.
Yeah, and then she talks about like, see, she kind of does the kind of like I guess the observant of like, you see, you gotta as much as the thing is, you gotta like pay your respects to the dead as much as the dead will pay respects to the living world of the living.
It's more like just like the dead shouldn't attack the living, the living should not attack the dead.
Or I guess you can say disrespect their area of, I guess, rest
Mm.
or where they're buried. It's kind of dark. It was honestly kind of a dark revelation when you think about it. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn.
and I can only imagine that would lead to like some dark things in the future of this series.
Yeah. I know we're going a little bit ahead, but like you see like the last episode where pink-haired girl had our boy's balls and that weird ass lady proclaiming that she was her mother, like I'm just like I feel like we're only scratching the surface how dark the show can get.
So far it's been action pretty comedic, but
But when they want to be like, oh, you want to get dark in here? We'll get dark with y'all.
mhm.
So that's the thing, right then and there. And the episode ends off in a comedic way. And how does that episode end off?
They end up eating at Momo's place crab.
Now isn't it the demon crab that was chasing after them?
I don't think that's the
Or it
no,
was just regular crab?
I think that's just I don't think they would do that. I don't think they would do that. And yes, Momo's granny was like to Okaron, "Hey, you got your balls back," and Okaron like, "Yeah." Like, then she's like, "Show me." And like, Okaron just looks up at her like, "Are you serious?" And then Turbo Granny just grabs a piece of meat and then and then starts chasing Okaron around the house.
That was
And then-
definitely an innuendo. That was definitely an innuendo.
Yeah, and then Okaron was like, "Momo, help me!" And then Momo was just.
I started to be like, oh, I'm like, what? She made that face. She was going in on that crab like she was a beaver, bruh. The face was priceless. I'm just like, there's no way she's doing that right now.
Well, she is.
My
Okay.
God.
Okay. And by the end of this episode, well, after all that's said and done, Momo and Okaron are about to say their goodbyes, and Momo makes that mention, don't let Granny bother you so much. It's just she knows that you weren't eating, and she just wanted to cheer you up because you look depressed. And like, uh, Okaron was like, "Huh, okay, I'll be sure to be more considerate next time." Not.
Yeah, listen, if a grandma is trying to see Banana. All I'm gonna say is, unless you're getting some weird action, unless she's a hot granny, then don't reveal your banana to a grandma.
Show us your banana.
You'll never get over that line, won't you?
It makes me want to watch episode one again, but I know how freaky it gets. But anyway,
Yeah, they end up saying their goodbyes. They're wondering if this is actually it, if this is actually going to be like the last time they're going to talk to each other, because realistically, they only got involved with each other due to this incident that happened and their whole thing of like, oh, there's no aliens and there's no alien, there's no ghost or whatever or spirits. But then that's when Mom was like, "Hey, Okaroon, see you tomorrow." And he gets pretty happy about that. So now they're good friends. They're friends. Now that's good. That's good. Now we need to take the relationship to the next level.
ish. Yeah.
We need a romance. A romance.
As you guys can already tell, we are sucker for romances.
Yes. Now, I do find it funny that later on her friends essentially call Okaroon Momo's man, and Momo keeps denying like he's not my man, and they're like, yeah, uh-huh, Momo, sure.
Can I also just say the ending is is also quite a banger also.
I'm more on the opening than the ending.
Yeah, I know, but just
You just like it because the cat freaking dude. Well, we know who the cat is.
yeah, we know who the cat is. We won't say it yet.
Anyways,
That's it, I guess.
that's basically it. So, hopefully, this video is probably gonna go up on Wednesday. Along, hopefully, maybe with ReZero. I don't know. Um, so you get that. Wednesday night we'll probably do a recording of episode. This was episode 4, correct?
Yes.
We'll do a recording episode 5. Hopefully, get it up as fast as we possibly can, and we'll continue on. We're catching up. We're catching up. We're catching up. Hopefully, we're caught up even by the time episode 7 comes out. Well, at least by then we'll record it. So then by next week, hopefully, we're actually at least reviewing episode 7, going on for the height levels of episode 8. But we're churning it out slowly but surely. The same will go with Ari Fueta because I'm a few episodes behind on Ari Fueta, and then especially SAO Gun Gale Online.
I I am considering watching it.
Okay. It's wonderful. I'd like to see my girl Lan. I'd like to see my girl Pito Hui.
This guy just recently got into Fractured Daydream.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, and now he's in the what the fuck stage.
Anyways, yeah, that's it. So then guys, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day. Hit that subscribe button. Don't only hit the subscribe button to my channel, but hit the subscribe button to my co-host channel. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check out his gameplays. And that's basically it. But till then, guys, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day. Our now intended video. And until then, guys, we'll see you on the next Dawn episode review. Peace.
Peace.